There's a whole nother week until the next chapter, but honestly, like I had predictions. I think I had my entire like idea of what's gonna happen in the next chapter thought of immediately after this chapter because this actually carries over from a theory I had a while ago. If you go look back at chapter 9 of 100 Years Quest, there's like this, it's like this layout and like Natsu and Gray are doing like this rap battle. It's seemingly just for fun. But if you look at the back of Gray's shirt, he has like this demon on it that has a couple similarities to his demon slang tattoo. I think the horns, I think, are the largest thing to compare it to, especially just because, like, if you look at the tip on both his tattoo and the design on his back, it has that weird kind of like sprawled out, like, I don't even really know what I would call that shape, but if you go look at it, you can tell what I mean. Obviously, this is a definitely didn't take me 5 seconds Photoshop. Totally, it's been a long time on this, but with that, I had my whole theory going from that as we already saw, because it's been a year since the Alvarez arc, the characters all have some form of upgrade to whatever they had prior. We have Erza, who's now able to mix her other armors with her Yoto Beni Sakura sword, which we know that prior she wasn't able to because of the amount of power that she had to direct towards that. Like the sword entirely, like she needed to only use for cloth armor for it. Now she's able to use other armors and like mix elements into it. Wendy's able to give people temporary Dragon Slayer buffs and enchant Dragon Slag magic directly into things. We have Lucy's Star Dress mix. Natsu's is more towards his new form, but like Gray, not only like does he need a new form or just upgrade in general, it is multiple areas because one, we know that he actually, out of all of them, is trying to become powerful for a specific reason. He wants to become strong enough to protect Julia before they can be together. That's the only thing holding him back. Pretty much at this point, he's already accepted like his feelings towards Juvia, and obviously Juvia's had a thing for Gray since the Phantom Lord arc. But not only that, I think story-wise, he needs to because Natsu's form, like I've said, like you can go back and look at it. It hasn't been 100% confirmed, but it's so close to Zetheria's form, and that's why I've just been calling it Aetherius Dragon Force. That he's gonna need this demon playing like upgrade in order to hold Natsu down if he gets out of hand. Like he's the only one that has directly a power that would be able to counter it. So, and then just in general, like the bosses in the future, the Dragon Eaters, Libieris. Whenever we find out more about them, he's going to need to become more powerful. So Gray in general needs to get a further progress to his strength. And then we found out in this chapter of chapter 32 that not only that, like going off my prediction, you can go back and look at it. I'm very happy. Like some of my predictions have been pretty close throughout the 100 Years quest. But Gray can't use ice magic within Freed's runes, so he's just going to use the demon aspect of demon slag magic. So it'd be like again like any of the dragon slayers, they're not using their attribute, they're just using the dragon aspect. You could still be pretty powerful with it because obviously dragons are very heavy, like compacted into physical prowess, but so far have demons because we've seen that Gray can clash with Natsu and whatnot. You know, amplified with his own dragon power as Gray with his demon ones. So I'm expecting. I don't think he's gonna go like full like 0 to 100 demon. I'm hoping for a partial form. Obviously, with this picture, I think he's gonna get at least one of those horns. I just put two in there. Thought it looked maybe some like aspects, maybe like an ice claw, like just like ice, kind of like how Natsu gets the fire layer over his hands from his demon form. I mean, it's still something to really look forward to, and it's like a level of you can kind of like get a general idea of what would be going towards. And even if you can kind of like predict it, it's still like it's exciting because it's gonna be really cool if Greg gets something that badass to add on to his character. So that's, I think, the main thing I really wanted to talk about in a prediction. There's still some stuff like I'm still calling Laxus fighting Wendy. Really just because I know I stuttered like 3 times because I've like so many people have doubted that, but every single chapter since then I've gotten a little bit closer to it because really who's left from the people that the White Witch is controlling? You have Makarov, Levy, and like Laxus and what Kana, I think. Clearly she doesn't have a lot left to really go off of. I mean, and two of those people, one is a pregnant girl and one is a crippled old man. My money's on Laxus. I think that's why it's been left up as a mystery. And obviously, like just like Jellal, he's pretty much the other biggest person that she has right now that we know of. And I think that'll be a really good fight, if so, because you have Wendy, who is the least intimidating Dragon Slayer, and she's extremely powerful, but people still like really undersell like her level of strength and capability. And you have Laxus, who even though Natsu with Dragon Force is stronger, Laxus is definitely the most intimidating Dragon Slayer out of all of the main ones, at least alive. I'm not going to include Acnologia, but there's that. And finally, I want to talk a little bit about well, I can pop just another one in there because it's just a small thing. I'm hoping Gajeel versus Natsu. I'm hoping Natsu goes either into Fire Dragon King mode or Dragon Force, and Gajeel matches the same. Like Gajeel either shows that he has Dragon Force or he has like Iron Dragon King mode or something, or maybe give it a different name, like Iron Dragon Tyrant mode, which I think would be just a little bit of cooler nameplay, and it would fit kind of like Gajeel's complete thugness like personality. But well, the other thing I really wanted to look at really quick is Erza and Jellal, because their fight I think is very interesting because in reality, like you have these two characters who are extremely powerful, but they have very strong romantic feelings towards each other, and they kind of just like baffle over each other whenever they meet up. Erza especially, Erza becomes like a very love struck mess. And here we have the White Witch doing honestly the most intelligent thing she can against Erza. She's playing on Jellal, like not like combat wise, but straight up like in his sexual appeal to Erza, and legitimately that's her biggest weakness. That is 100% Urza's kryptonite. Is not only do we know that it's the person that can reduce her to like a blushing schoolgirl, but now he's in his underwear and like trying to embrace her, and she's like seems to like have trouble just like standing up and like holding her sword because she's so flustered. I would hope. I'm really hoping this happens because I thought about this actually like yesterday. I think the fight between them. I would love to see him drop Sema and Erza destroy it because she's already got her Yoto Betty sword out and her Vagabond armor, and it would add a level of consistency after we saw her destroy Irene's meteor. But obviously, this is a stronger Erza than that time, and not only that, we have Senma is not nearly as powerful as Deuce Senma, and obviously from him not nearly as powerful of a character as Irene. But it, just maybe like Erza does it, and then she's like a little bit fatigued. She's just like a little bit of heavy breathing, but not like down. It's just like, man, that took some effort. Just because it would add a little bit of consistency, and it would be cool just to see her do that again. And then maybe we could also see like Jellal be like, well, I actually have developed a spell beyond that since then, and maybe he's got something crazy to. That would be pretty sick. But other than that, tell me what you guys think will happen. Do you like or agree with agree? Do you agree or disagree with my current theories of the chapter? This is going to be stuck until we got like a little over a week until the next chapter, and then after that we'll see like what I got called and what I got didn't. So, happens before. I've gotten a good amount of things correct, and then obviously I've gotten a good amount of things incorrect. That's just how theories and predictions work. Other than that, I really appreciate you thumbs up the video, from the like button and the subscribe button, and check out my other videos. From that, I appreciate everyone who's already subscribed, and I thank you all for listening. Bye.